Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Now here's Booker. Brooks outside. A nice shot by Booker. Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, BA, you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
Now that's how you use your imagination. Garland can get his shot off from just about any angle.
They set the pick. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Leonard. Six to shoot. Pass to Griffin. Smith with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Throws it up high. Can't get it to drop. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for Phoenix. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Pick by Smith. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Everyone knows Devin Booker for one thing, Richard, his ability to score.
Yeah, I always think back to that 70-point game he had against the Celtics. He was only 20 at the time, the youngest ever in that 70-point club.
Now here's Leonard. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
Pass to Smith. And Blake Griffin is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Smith left side. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Griffin. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Love seeing Smith use the mid-range. If you're going to be a great player, you have to develop that shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Smith. Launches it. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Smith's got 7. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard outside. And a deep 3 from Garland. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Booker surveying the floor. Again, Phoenix, good for 2.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside Garland. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Phoenix leading by 5. Booker for 3. Buries it from 3. Booker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Garland. To the paint. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Here's Stoudemire. Still no points. Here's Booker. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Here's Garland. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. The three is up. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns. Hunting for opportunity. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Suns lead by 8. Outside Johnson. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Covington. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Collins a screen to the middle. And Collins with the slam.
And we've seen Beal improve as a playmaker over the years. That's a nice pass.
And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
Griffin outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Then you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Guys?
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Smith. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Smith's got 10.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Garland looking around. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Garland's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
What a response from Garland, letting them know he can hit them right back.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Brooks. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker for 3. Griffin pulls down the board. Clippers trail by 5. Garland up top. 7 points in the game. To the inside. And it's Phoenix for the rebound.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Booker on the attack. Pass to Reddish. Here's Booker. And here's Smith. Covered by Lopez. Smith no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Garland with the ball. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a three-point Phoenix lead.
Heating up in the second quarter. He looks locked and loaded.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. And Booker puts up a deep three. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Griffin in the post. Second chance shot. And he lays it in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
They set the screen. And he lobs it up.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
Griffin left side. And the layup is good. Griffin's got 5 now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Dunn. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
The assist.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins. Taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Outside Booker. Into the lane. That's to Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
Outside Booker. From deep three-point land. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Suns ahead, up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. On the wing, Brooks. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Brooks has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. You know, Richard, when you think about work rate, Dillon Brooks and the effort with which he plays comes to mind.
Yeah, if we created statistics based on effort, Dillon Brooks would be one of the guys on the top of the list. Energy exerted, contact plays, bumps. He does everything to agitate the offensive player.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. He's got 9. Driving to the basket. Dunn left side. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Inside. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
Brooks outside. To the wing, right side. Dunn. That three's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Jones. Now here's Dunn. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Garland, no good. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Fires the three. Jones grabs the board.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey team, the Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you guys.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Outside Covington. Pass to Smith. Picked by Smith. Booker with it. He's picked up by Garland. Booker can't get it to go.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Griffin outside. And here's Beal. 5 to shoot. Back to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time. But on this occasion, he got caught.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Garland way outside.
And when it comes to defensive wings, Brooks is as good as it gets.
Garland, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
This is who you want at the line. And Booker gets himself there a lot.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Beal outside. Pass to Richardson. To the inside. Here's Griffin. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Smith outside. Over Griffin. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that potential everyone is talking about with Smith. Just a talented offensive player.
They double team Beal. Griffin left side. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
13 foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Booker. The 3, Smith. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And now a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And his ability to efficiently score that really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Beal surveying the D. Jones sets a screen. Launches the 3. Beal's shot is off. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Phoenix out in front. They're up by 3. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Garland. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now done. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Johnson with it. On the take. On the wing, Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Stoudemire. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Done outside. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Count it. Dunn's gotten his first basket of the night.
You love the speed that Garland gives you. Lethal in that open floor.
Booker on the take. Pass to Covington. And stolen by Leonard. Here's the break. And the shot is good by Garland.
On defense, they're having trouble keeping pace.
Brooks with it. And Lopez picks him up. And it's Brooks missing. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Brooks has got the ball here for Phoenix. Up top, Booker. There's a screen. Here's Brooks. He launches. Cash from downtown.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Now Smith takes a 3. Oh, it's off target.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Griffin in the post. Can't get it.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Phoenix. Number 16.
Here's Booker. Here's Smith. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game. Garland. Oh, yeah! That's good!
Those are huge huge points from Darius Garland. This guy has become the go-to man for them in these moments. And look, you know what? Teammates need him to be big in these big moments.
Smith. He drills the wide-open jumper.
There is just a hunger to Smith's game, and I think that helps fuel him in these big moments.
Screen by Griffin. Six on the shot clock. There's a screen. Jacks up a three. That's off. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. 2-point game. Here's Smith.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Outside Garland. Here's Lopez. Oh, Brooks with the steal. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Booker drawing the double. It's stolen by Garland.
Picture-perfect execution on the double team. No problem stripping the ball away.
Leonard fires. Oh, off target from downtown. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one.